Aunty Kemi don't bust out. You know, say this woman not dey fear anybody. She don't bust out. It don't respond to Feme. It don't respond to Feme. See, Mona hear wetin he talk. Not my mouth na go hear am. Make I play the video for her. Mona hear wetin she talk. They say she don't go fit sit down for abroad. They take nonsense. They hear all this nonsense wey dey happen for Nigeria. I don't tire. He won't respond to them now. So make Femi answer am. He lay many allegations against Uncle Femi. So Mona watch the video.
Good evening, Nigerians. This is Dr. Kemi Lawrence, and today is Saturday, the 5th of October, 2024. This video is about the situation going on with VDM, Bobrisky, Falls, Feme, Felana. Almost everywhere there's a problem with lawsuits, retractions, apologies, everywhere. The system has been abused a lot. And someone like me at 60 years old, I'm not going to entertain bullshit anymore. I don't live in Nigeria anymore. I left 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. And now it's like I'm sitting out here and I'm seeing all the foolishness going on in Nigeria and how you guys continue to destroy this country as you want to destroy it. The system is flawed. There are many things that shouldn't be going on. And the cyber criminal law needs to go. A lot of these laws and all these policies need to go. The country is extremely corrupt. There's nothing we can do about corruption. Most of the journalists that matter in Nigeria have fled the country. Okay, many of us don't live in Nigeria anymore. Name it, nobody's there anymore. Or you might have left before anybody. Samuel Gunipe fled because of what happened in Premium Times. He's doing People's Gazette over there. I have left. Even that blogger that calls himself an investigative journalist, davido, he left. He's in Ghana on asylum, and he's also wanted by the Nigerian police for this or that. At the end of the day, okay, what I'm saying now is that we know what's going on. We can investigate what's going on, and we can analyze things because we're trained for this. I am particularly a veteran, 30 years trained for this. The problem we have in Nigeria is actually Nigerians. You have people like Davido scamming people all over Nigeria, but you're supporting him because it's Davido. You don't want to hear anything about him. But yet you want the corruption with Bobrisky solved. Even the person trying to solve all this stuff, VDM, is Davido's friend. Didn't Davido make friends with VDM? And then literally, he went and told his fans that I'm not going to drag Davido, because blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, this is what happened with the Shade Room and Cardi B. Don't report about me, okay? Don't write anything about me, okay? The same thing I did with Linda Ikeji. Linda is not allowed to report anything about me or post anything about me on her blog. And you know that since 2013, on the incident where she lied that I had guns in my house and I threatened bloggers. Everybody has a limit of what they can do. But when you're fighting corruption, you have to fight it all around. Now, on this video, I want to ask Mr. Feme Felana a few questions because I've dug into a lot of things. Mr. Felana, in the Mohbad case, clearly you were the one that had your daughter file that letter with the judge to bar journalists from inside the courtroom at the inquest. And you were also the one that signed that letter. Okay, you're the one that actually had your daughter sign that letter and contact all the media stations. For now, we know Sound City, MTV Base, Oriyomi Hamzat Radio, so many of these media people that blocked Naira Marley and Marlian music from the air. You were behind that. You also used police to intimidate and bully and harass me, as well as Mr. Sylvester Romani Sr. In December of 2021, you asked the Nigerian police to invite me because I said that Sylvester was part of a cult and he wanted to initiate into the calls by hazing with engine oil. You made Nigerians intimidate me. You were part of that, Mr. Felana. Okay, I got 3,700 calls. People harassed me, threatened me. My phone number, my address was leaked. You were part of that, and you told the police to invite me. Everybody carried that story, and everybody was somehow happy. Mr. Felana, I did the investigation. I did not come to the inquest, and I did not honor the police invitation. 2 years later, I was right. The inquest said the father and the doctor were negligent, and the pastor, but they didn't want to mention the pastor. The pastor told them to eat some black anointing gum before they even go to the hospital. And then the guy comes and says there's something black in the chest of his son during the autopsy, blah, blah, blah. They cursed people out. Whoever has anything to do with Sylvester's death, but they curse themselves. Have you apologized to me, Mr. Felana, for what you did, for the harassment? Didn't the inquest find out that the father and the doctor were negligent? Why didn't the DPP charge them? It just ended like that. Because you're a corrupt person, Mr. Femi Felana. A lot of people had faith in you. You're a nobody. You're corrupt. Mr. Felana, tell Nigerians, jam question number 1. Are you Bobrisky's godfather? I'm asking you to your face, Mr. Felana, are you Bobrisky's godfather? Were you the one that called the Comptroller General of the prison, Haliru Nababa, for them to put Bobrisky in a private shelter, a hotel, a lodging in Lekki somewhere? I'm not going to go around this bullshit. I'm not going to entertain this bullshit, okay? You guys are the ones that are destroying Nigeria. Are you Bobrisky's godfather? Please answer that, Mr. Felana. Were you the one that asked Haliru Nababa to organize moving Bobrisky to a certain place? How can the prison come to the National Assembly and saying that Bobrisky had certain features? They couldn't put him in the girl's side. They couldn't put him in the boy's side. Who is Bobrisky? A cross-dresser? Is it because you guys fucking forgot the LGBT law that you passed in 2014 that I fought against Jonathan? Did you guys forget to put the transgender and cross-dresser and queer? But you focus on the gays and the lesbians. At the end of the day, it is not our business, okay, on where Bobrisky or whatever gender it is. Our business is that he was convicted. I was kept 6 months in a prison, arrested 3 times by Biomi's prosecutor, the late Kennedy Okoko. They detained me in prison. They remanded me in prison for 6 months, and I was there. Here's somebody that was convicted of a crime. According to the Constitution, it says it's illegal to spray the naira. And then he was organized for a private residence. But Bobrisky has to go back to prison and serve the rest of his term. And then one of your officers came to the National Assembly. I wasn't suspended. It was just for social media. Really? A social media suspension. Then you ran out Nigerian prisons. Mr. Nababa, you ran out and you put a statement on the internet to show Nigerians that, oh, in fact, we suspended those officers for real. It can't work. You've contradicted each other. The same goes for the EFCC. Mr. Felana. Even the EFCC was saying that we dropped the money laundering charges, but money did not change hands. The phone call had your son being asked for money. Mr. Felana, you went on Channels News and you lied. You lied to Sheon Oki. I will repeat it one more time because the second part of that audio may not favor you. Some of us are human cloud servers here. You can kill the journalist, but not the story. You can kill the activist, but not the story. You can kill the whistleblower, but not the story. Mr. Felana, are you Bobrisky's godfather? My second question for you, Mr. Felana, the Mohbad case. Have you seen what Mr. Wahid Ayilara said about me? DCP Wahid Ayilara, who started the Mohbad case at Banti, he spoke to somebody confidentially, and what he wrote got to me. I so much believe in that lady, Kemi Olunloyo. She's a very good investigative journalist, and she seems to have solved this case. Did you know that I gave Wahid Ayilara the report to my investigation on November 30th, 2023? 2-month investigation, $10,000 total. And I did this investigation twice. 2-month investigation that I did, Mr. Felana, September 15th to November 30th. I told him to give it to Owonha. Owonha left and he joined the Interpol. So I don't know what happened to my report. But what he wrote got to me, that I was a good journalist and I seem to have solved it. He's dead. Some of his secrets have gone to the grave with him. He's the same guy, Ayilara, that said Iyabo Ojo owned Gist Lover and Tonto was one of the admins. What is going on in Nigeria is serious, Mr. Falana. You are now suing Banke Oniru. For what? Your role in the NSARS was clear. You were fraudulent. You were telling them to accept money from the Lagos state government As a gift, Mr. Felana, your ethics in law is zero. They should rip your license, but you're in Nigeria where you can get away with these things. You're everywhere. You've ruined lives. Just tell us if you're Wumi Adebanjo's godfather, Bobrisky's godfather. You're the same person, Mr. Felana. Admit it and go file your fucking lawsuits. You are the godfather of Bobrisky and Wumi Adebanjo.